I'm Stevie, this is Spiritually by Stevie, and this is your card of the day reading. Let's see what's occurring. My guides are playing What You're Waiting For by Gwen Stefani, and I'm not really sure what it is that you are waiting for at the moment, or if you're flip-flopping between waiting for something and not waiting for something. You've recently had bit of an issue. I don't want to trivialize it by saying that you're crying over spilt milk and shit like that, because this really doesn't feel like that. This feels like something really life-changing. I don't know if you've had some news or some issues in your life that's made you feel like you've fallen off your throne, and really the truth's been quite difficult to deal with. But not everybody likes the truth. Not everybody can handle it. Shit. You're feeling really like there's an absolute fucking lack of victory occurring. You know why that is, don't you? Because you've not chucked all your bad shit in the air like it's confetti and let the universe deal with it. There's a sense here that somebody needs to let go of control. But this isn't a control of their own doing. This is a control from an outside force. And when I say outside force, that could be a partner, an ex, a parent, a family member, a job, some kind of situation like that. But, like, it's had a fucking hold over you. And it's made you withdraw. And that's been a big thing. But that's been very needed. I just want to remind you here, right? You are as strong as a fucking ox. Some of you might even be born in the Chinese year of the ox. And, well, you don't give up that easily. You've got your heart and your mind set on something, but somebody's trying to convince you otherwise. What the fuck is this? Is this even you? No, this isn't you. This is about you. Holy shit. So, whatever it was that this situation's been occurring, whatever it is that makes you feel like you've not been victorious in something, this is mind-blowing. So, there's a group of people involved in this, and they've been having meh in someone's ear about you. And the these group of people have had in someone's ear about you has had a detrimental effect. Now, you might not even be aware that this is occurring right now, but sorry to say, there's been some people in your energy that kind of don't belong there, and they've been chatting a whole lot of shit about you. And I don't feel that this whole lot of shit that people have been chatting about you is actually true. But energetically, you can kind of feel it, and you probably don't even know where it's coming from. Because somebody's not coming forward, that they're not being honest, they're having a difficulty making a choice because they've got all these people in their ear chatting shit, chatting disapproval, not correctly understanding who it is that you are as a person. Now, you're over here again for the third day in a row, showing up like the fucking empress. You are rocking it. Whatever it is that you are doing, you are changing people's minds about you at the moment in a very overstanding kind of way, because you're over here in your power, and there's this group of people chatting shit about you, and maybe saying that you've got nothing, that you're worth nothing, and you're really not bothered about the consequences of that. Now, whoever it is, these people are in this other energy's ear about you. This person's showing up as the Emperor in reverse. Holy shit. This is a clusterfuck kind of energy. I'm just going to give it to everybody straight this morning, because whoever this person is that's showing up as the Emperor in reverse, they already know who it is that you are. They already understand and overstand you as a human being, but these other energies around them, they're making them look at you in a very negative kind of light. Now, this Emperor in reverse, this could be a male or female, because tarot doesn't read gender, it just reads energy. But this person, they're quite a masculine energy, and they've got a really big decision to make about you. And they're finding it really difficult. And who wouldn't find it difficult to make a decision about somebody if they've got all these other people chattering bullshit in the fucking ear? My guides are playing that song, "If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me." Shit. Right. This Emperor in reverse. This Emperor in reverse is somebody who doesn't necessarily deal with feelings in the correct way. They kind of... That's funny. So my guides are reminding me, and the Emperor in reverse in the other deck as well. Holy shit. My guides are reminding me of something that I used to say before I understood how I needed to deal with my own emotions. And I used to jokingly tell people when something was up that I was locking it inside my little toe and it was going to stay there forever. This trying to be masculine, Emperor in reverse kind of energy, they're doing the same thing, and locking your emotions inside your little toe in the hope that they'll go away. Well, that just doesn't work, does it? It doesn't work for me. It never did. It doesn't work for anybody, because you can't avoid your emotions. You have to stand there and you have to face them head on. And that's what this masculine energy is doing. They are sitting with the emotions that they've locked inside their little toe. And there's some kind of overspill that's occurring in this person's emotions, because they're now finding it difficult to listen to the external chatter. They don't want to be involved in it anymore. They don't want to be around these people who have said these horrid, shitty things about you. I mean, let's not forget, you're the Empress, for fuck's sake. She just sits pretty on a throne and does a thing, regardless. She doesn't chase things. She doesn't do the menial tasks where they're not, like, really concerning her. And this person, they're all about the menial tasks. They're all about people pleasing and making everything look good from the outside. But on the inside, this person's an absolute shit show. Jesus Christ, I was hoping that, that some other energies had come out from this. But it is what it is. There's not been a victory with this person yet. And, well, once this person's finished categorizing and sorting and putting their emotions in, like, alphabetical color-coded order on a shelf somewhere so that they can deal with things individually, then there is going to be a victory. But right now, it doesn't look like it. Now, I'm expecting the High Priestess to come out, or some other card of heavy intuition, because this person's in their little hermit cave at the moment. I wanted to say Batcave for some reason. I've been referencing Batman quite a lot. Maybe this Emperor in reverse has something to do with Batman, or they say something like, "I'm Batman." But now they've got the ability to deal with it. My guides are playing Take Me to Church by Hosier. Maybe this person is going to church, or they're doing something kind of spiritual at the moment to get themselves in touch with their intuition. And that is well and truly fucking needed. This person has avoided their intuition for a very long time. And it's kind of got all their shit up in the air and everything. I don't want to say it's going wrong for them, because on the outside, this person's incredibly well put together. But on the inside, this person's just, they're a mess. And if they had never have met you, and they had never have understood you in the same kind of way that you understand yourself, then they would never have been able to come to this conclusion. They would have just, they would have just felt stupid. And there's nothing stupid here about feeling your feelings. Oh, hi Randy. Thank you so very much for being a troll. I really, really, really appreciate the fact that you've taken some time out of your day to comment. Thank you so much. I feel so incredibly privileged about everything that you're trying to say. But do you know what? You don't know anything about me. You don't know what my religion is. So don't come at me just because you don't understand something that somebody else is doing. You can tell me anything that you like, and you can quote Bible scriptures to me all day long, but what I believe in personally is a higher power that's above religion, and I'm way more connected to source than you could ever be with your Bible quotes. So thanks so much for dropping by. You must lead an incredibly exciting life to come on YouTube and try and troll people with Bible verses that you don't know while they're in the middle of doing something. So completely rude, really, isn't it? Welcome in to everybody who's just arriving. This Emperor in Reverse, they're not interested in listening to what it is that other people are saying to them anymore. In fact, they're kind of fucking bored of it. They hear it, but it's like it goes in one ear and completely back out the other, because every time these people that chatter in the background say something, it brings them back to something that you said. I don't know how long ago it was since you've seen this person who's an Emperor in Reverse, but now they're taking everything that you ever said to them and they're actually applying it into their own life, which is really quite amazing, especially for somebody who's never been outwardly spiritual before. This person, they're on the edge of a dark night of the soul. I don't know if they're going into one or if they're just coming back out of one, but it's like they're always so used to doing everything the right way, and when it comes to spirituality, there isn't actually a right way to do anything. So they're like, fuck this with the Hierophant in Reverse. We're not doing the same shit that we've always done and expecting that we're going to get some kind of different result. We're not doing this by the book. In fact, we're throwing the bloody book in the fire, and we're doing it the way that our guides are telling us to. This is a bonkers reading, and it's been a really long time since we've had a bonkers reading like this. But this person, they're so fed up of listening to the chitter chatter that everybody is saying about you. They're so fed up of waiting for their way of things, which is a very by the book, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G kind of way of doing things. And your way of doing things is completely so far removed from that. You're not an A, B, C, move around like that kind of person. You're like a V, W, X, B, C, D, J, T, S. Like, your way of doing things makes no sense to anybody apart from yourself. And this masculine is also now coming to the overstanding and the inner standing as well. That's the way, actually, the world works when you listen to your intuition. If this is resonating with you as you're watching this, you have a very, very, very close connection with this person. You two are the Emperor and the Empress. You probably felt when you first met this person that there was something incredibly special about them. Whether it's a love relationship or whether it's a platonic relationship, it doesn't matter. But with the Judgment card being here in reverse, you never judged this person. You just took them at an intuitive value rather than at face value. And like the first few cards out, like Queen of Pentacles in reverse, she's dog shit on paper. She's not really got that much to show for it, but really underneath she's the Empress. So actually she's got everything to show for it. You've got everything to show for it, and you should be really proud of yourself. And you should also be really proud of whoever this Emperor in reverse is, because they are doing everything that they can to turn themselves back upright at the moment, to be the person that you need them to be for whatever reason. They've got a lot of shit that they've got to overcome, and they're doing that. You might not see it in the 3D, but make no mistake, like behind the scenes, this person is doing all the work, and the work that they're doing is fucking tough. They are having a really, really, really difficult time unlearning all the things that they know from like childhood and growing up and stuff like that. So, for example, and this is a very loose example, like if this is regarding your relationship or a relationship in your life, this Emperor in reverse has never seen how a proper relationship operates. They didn't understand until they met you what true unconditional love is. And I'm gonna go really out on a whim here and say that this has got to be some kind of twin flame reading or high level soulmate reading, because there's definitely lessons and a blessing embedded inside all these cards. This person is looking at you, and these people that have been meh, 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 in this person's ear are also looking at you and being like, well, why is this? How has she managed to go from the Queen of Pentacles in reverse to the fucking Empress? It's because you listen to your intuition and you go with what it is that's divinely guided to you, and you don't do things the way that everybody else expects you to. You just take a breath and then you leap off the fucking cliff and you see what it is that's coming. This person feels completely powerless when it comes to you, and I'm going to go out on another limb and say that this person who's showing up as the Emperor in reverse actually has a hell of a lot of power. Take the word power however you need it to resonate, and don't try and make this story fit, because it's either going to be for you or it's not going to be for you. But this Emperor in reverse could come from a very, very wealthy background, and you might not. This Emperor in reverse could come from what seems to be a very stable upbringing, but when you get to the nitty gritty of it and you dig a little bit deeper, actually there was nothing really stable about it, because you could have all the money in the world but not the emotional support that you need. And that's how this person's been, I was going to say dragged up then, but I feel like it's rude as fuck to say that, because I don't feel like this person has been dragged up. But when it comes to emotions and matters of the heart, that's the way that it seems. Fuck. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal, because I was watching the movie Overboard the other night with Anna Faris, and there's a bit at the end where they both jump off separate boats into the water and they kind of meet up with each other, and the guy has to decide whether or not he wants love or whether he wants the money. And he chooses love, but that's not something that he's ever known or ever understood. And that's what this person is doing when they get their Emperor back upright. They are choosing you. And I do not take that lightly. I do not mean that with a pinch of salt in any way, shape or form. This person is about to choose you. And I feel like intuitively, you know this. It doesn't look like there's any movement occurring in the 3D, but there's about to be. My guides are now playing Unbreak My Heart by Toni Braxton, and I just split the deck, and there's the Three of Swords in reverse. You've unbroken this person's heart. You've made them look at matters of the heart from a completely different perspective. You've given them a whole enlightenment on how it is that love operates, and regardless of what it is that they've got going on in their life, they're about to give it all up for you in a heartbeat, because they've seen you at your worst and they've seen you at your best, and they still see you for who you are. And you can have all the queens in the world being upside down, but the Empress upright trumps all of them. And this is you. I don't even know what else to say about this, because I am absolutely freaking gobsmacked. This person's doing all the right things for all the right reasons for the first time in their goddamn life, and it feels energetically like this person hasn't always done the right thing. There's something kind of toxic about this person when you scratch the surface, and that's why they showed up as the Emperor in reverse. They are undoing their toxicity because they feel like they're at a loss without you. They're kind of busying themselves, but emotionally feeling listless at the same time. Like, there shouldn't have ever been a battle here, but all these other energies all got in the way, whether it was family members, whether it was friends. And now this person, even though you don't see it, they are sticking up for you. My God, are they really sticking up for you? They're not quite brave enough to come rushing in because they don't understand how to operate in any other kind of way than how they ever have done in the past. But there was something that you said to them that it could have been about karma or getting what you deserve or something like that. But they're now seeing that actually every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and there are consequences for things, and the consequence for the way this person behaved was quite possibly losing you. They listened to everybody else around them instead of listening to their own intuition, and it didn't get them what they wanted. And now you're rising up, you're rising above all the bullshit, you're rising above all the chatter, and you're rising above all the nonsense that this person has inadvertently brought towards you. And this decision that they're making, it's going to be life-changing for the both of you. I don't even know where else I can take this, but be prepared. This is about to be one of your happiest moments in your entire life. You know, like when you get old and you die, and you have that period of time where you have complete flashbacks. This person knows that if they don't act towards you pretty soon, then they're going to lose you forever. And the thought of losing their empress forever just makes their world turn absolutely upside down. So get ready for a very quick moving decision from this person, because you're not going to see it coming. You might feel it coming intuitively, but your guides are kind of trying to protect you from it so that it feels like it's a little bit of a surprise when it comes. Just make sure that you're ready. It doesn't matter if you've got all your ducks in a row or not, because this person's seen you while your ducks have been scattered all over the place, and they've seen how strong you are. They've seen how well you handle the bad situations that come towards you, and they've seen how well you handle things and you move outside the box. In fact, when it comes to you, there probably is no box and there's nothing that keeps you contained, but they want to be a part of that regardless. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant, and I had no intention of this being like a twin flame or high level soulmate message. This was literally just supposed to be a card of the day reading, and it somehow ended up being a person in your life who was a lesson, and now you've learnt your lesson and they are in the process of learning their lesson, so you can both come together and this can be an absolute blessing. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit and pretend that it's going to be easy when you guys come together, because there are still going to be things that you both maybe don't agree on. There are a few things that you guys already don't agree on. Maybe there's some kind of cultural difference or class difference. Like I said, it feels like this emperor comes from money and you come from nothing. This emperor could come from a different country to you. They could speak different languages to you. There's some kind of barrier that means the way that you guys communicate with each other, it's more difficult than it should be. But they get that now. I'm not sure if this person's going to apologise or if they're just going to come running towards you with absolute fucking open arms, but holy fuck. You better be ready to have a big fat talk with this person when they arrive, because don't turn around now. You're going to see them come in. I'm going to leave this reading there because I have absolutely no idea where I can take this. So I guess come back tomorrow to find out what's occurring next, if we still get the same kind of energies out from the cards. If you've been watching for the last few days, thank you so much. I'm kind of new to posting this kind of readings on YouTube, and the response that I've had for them has been kind of mind-blowing. I'm usually a bit of a TikTok girly, but I'm taking the leap and diving into YouTube now. If you're enjoying what you see, please go and visit my website at spirituallystevie.com. Make sure that you sign up for the newsletter. There's going to be loads of new freebies coming on there in the next few days, downloads and things that you can take home and print out and stuff. If you'd like to book in for a personal reading, the link is on my website at spirituallystevie.com. I'm currently only taking a couple of readings every day at the moment, because honestly don't have the energetic capacity to do very much more than that, but we're working through it and we're getting there. So thank you all for watching. I've been Stevie, you've been amazing. I love you guys so very much. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you all. Have an absolutely amazing Saturday. If you're interested, I'll be doing spiritual chat over on TikTok at 5 o'clock this evening UK time. Hopefully, even if I can get my words out. I'll see you there. I love you guys loads. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.